Okay, so question 15 was as follows. Given that z varies, there it should be varies directly to make this varies directly to make this the whole sentence make sense. Given that z varies directly as x and inversely as the square of y, and that z is equal to 3 when x is equal to 8 and y is equal to 4. Find the a value of k, the constant of variation. Okay, so we focus on a. Okay, so we are told that given that z, so we say given that z, first we come up with a formula. So we say z varies directly, so we put the constant z varies directly as x and inversely as square of y, so which is going to be y squared. Okay, so the statement continues and say excuse me, and that z is equal to 3, so we're going to say z is equal to 3. Okay, x, when x, z is equal to 3 when x, so you say k when x is equal to 8 over y is equal to 4, so we say y squared. Okay, now here we have started finding the value. We have come up with a formula which is here. Okay, then now we want to find the value of k, the constant. So we're going to say 3, okay, is equal to, then 8 times k will give us 8k, which will be divided by 4 squared, so 4 by 4 will give us 16. Then we simplify, which we know that there is a number that can go into 8 and 16, which is 8 itself. So we say 8 into 16, it will go 2 times. 8 into 8, it's 1. So I just remain with k there. So I can say 3 is equal to k over 2. Okay, then we do cross multiply. We can do cross multiply or can multiply both sides by 2. It's just the same, both sides by 2. So meaning 2 by 3 will give us 6, which is equal to, then here when you come this side to multiply, which means these 2 and these 2 cancel each other out, leaving us with k. So the value of k is 6. So you need to put this in the answer space, which is 6. You can write it like this, k is equal to 6. So this is the value of that. So even if you have 6 is equal to k, it's just the same. Okay, once we have done that, then we can go to question B, which is find the value of z when x is equal to 18 and y is equal to 3. Okay, so we're going to say we are supposed to find the value of z. So the formula we have is this one. So we're going to say z is equal to k x over y squared. Okay, so we need to find the value of z when, so we can say z is equal to the value of k we found, it's here. The value of k is the one we found here. Okay, that is the constant variation, which is 6. So we're going to write 6 multiplied by the value of x is given in the statement, which is 18. So we're going to say times 18 over, then the value of y is 3 squared. Okay, now what we can do now here is we're going to write z is equal to, now I will urge you not to rush multiplying this, because this we're going to get 9. So we're going to have 6 multiplied by 18 over 9. Okay, then we can look at 9 and 18, they have got common factor, which is 9 itself. So we can say 9 into 9 it's 1, 9 into 18 it's 2. So we can say z is equal to, then we say 1 into 6, it will be 6 times 2. So the value of z is equal to 12. Okay, so the value of z is 12 for this question. Okay, once we have done that, now we can go to question C. Question C, we asked to find, question C, we asked to find the value of y when x is equal to 30 and z is equal to 5. So we are going to go back again to this formula. We're going to use the same formula again. We are using this one which we made earlier on. This is the formula we're going to use. So I'm going to write it here, okay, which is z is equal to kx over y squared. Okay, so we put in the values of these. So we are told to find the value of y when z is equal to 5. So here I'm not supposed to write z, but instead write 5, which is equal to k is the constant. I'm sure you remember when we found the constant here. This is the one we're going to use. So we're going to put 6. Okay, then x we are told is 30, so we're going to say times 30 over y squared. Okay, now at this time we can do cross multiply. Okay, we can do cross multiply where we can say this by that. We're going to have 5y squared is equal to, this will give us 180. Okay, so you can basically, okay, now divide here because we want to find to remain with y. So we're going to divide first by 5. So we say 5 here and 5 here, then 5. Okay, 5 into 18 to go 3 times, leaving a remainder of 3. So here 18 is cancelled, remaining with 3, which is going to become 30. 5 into 30 to be 6. So we are remaining with y squared is equal to 36. If you have got questions, please, you can ask. Sorry, you are not seeing what was happening down here. Sorry. So what I did here is I divided 5y squared by 5 and 180 by 5. 108 came from 6 times 30, which gave me 180, then which I divided by 5, so both sides. The reason I did this, I wanted to remain with the y squared. I wanted to remain with y squared because I want to find the value of y squared. Now, since I have remained with y squared, because as you can see 5 and this 5 cancelled each other, then 5 into 180, it goes 36 times. So this is what I've now written here. Y squared is equal to 36. Okay, so what I'm going to do now here is I'm going to find the square root of these terms. Okay, because I want to remain with the y on one side. So when I find the square root of y squared, it's going to give me y, which is equal to, then the square root of 36 will be 6. Okay, so the value of y when x is equal to 30 and z is equal to 5 is 6. Okay, so basically this is what you need to do. If you are left behind on any explanation, please, I'll be glad to respond to your questions in the comment section. Please, if there are no questions, you have followed very well, we can go to the next question.